And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Three-pointer, Lillard. They get the rebound. Here's Powell. And at last, they get one to fall.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Here's Doncic. Another shot, Cauley-Stein. That shot misses. Good D by Covington. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket from 12 feet out. Nurkic kicks to Little. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's Little finishing it off.
And love to see Lillard get the fast break going. He's a quick thinker with great hands.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break and the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doncic feeling it out. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
And Doncic was part of a draft day.
Guys, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And that one's good. Doncic.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Finney Smith goes back up. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Little. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Boy, once he gets the ball in that close, you've already lost. Anthony will find a way to hurt you.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Portland making a change here. Both free throws good from Anthony.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Out to Hardaway. 1:22 left here in the opening quarter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, nothing wrong with a little early offense. Anthony happy to oblige.
Brunson scanning the floor. Count it.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Simons. He kicks it to McCollum. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Basket counts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's McCollum on the wing. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
Mavericks trailed by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the first. And the shot is good. Brunson's got 6.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
It's McCollum with the drive. Count that bucket. 7 points in the game.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Offense, the order of the day is the first. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Brunson, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's blocked.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Lillard attacking, makes it off the glass. Lillard's got his second basket.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Doncic against Lillard, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Doncic against Lillard. And it's Doncic missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Lillard hits again from deep. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Lillard against Doncic. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And, Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard against Doncic. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Portland shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. That free throw good from Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Doncic, nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Lillard against Doncic. Shoots it. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Doncic. Rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Powell. Out to Doncic. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Doncic. Kicks it out to McCollum. The 3. Offensive rebound, Cantor, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Fires the 3. Here's Powell. The putback, and so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key, their percentage from the field zone. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the... Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. And that's...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the point. Here's Doncic. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Finney-Smith. Inside. And it's blocked. Here's Little. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Nice step back to get it off. 12 points for him.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside. Lillard attacking.
Nurkic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Richardson, no luck. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Powell kicks to Covington. Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for Little. Hardaway for 3. That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound. Portland leading by 16. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. The shot by Powell, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
Yeah, and a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Kleba. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's McCollum. He's got 7. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The drive by Doncic. That one good for 2.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Porzingis in for Maxi Kleber.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. 6 on the shot clock. Portland moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Simons. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. All 3 throws good from Doncic. Portland leading by 15. Lillard surveying the D. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Basket good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Lillard against Doncic. Clock at 6. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Doncic against Lillard. Cauley-Stein grabs the ball. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Porzingis, here we go. And the shot goes down.
Well, that's a strong finish right there. KP not afraid to attack the paint, scored through contact. Woo-hoo.
Lillard with it. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. Doncic outside. That one drops for him.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Lillard outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Doncic, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got 23 points.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 3-pointer. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Doncic outside. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. And good that time.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Lillard against Doncic. Dallas now running out of time. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Mavericks trail by 10. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Hardaway. But they'll get another chance. Porzingis had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Porzingis. Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Count it. Good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now, Doncic. The tray. Off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one. But by a bit. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Porter outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Lillard with it. Now the pass to Nurkic. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Lillard dishes to Covington. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Now here's Barton. And the pass to Jokic. Back to Barton. There's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Lillard misses. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Bull, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Lillard. Bull. Passes it to Jokic. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the dunk by Covington.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Takes the 3. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Lillard, right side, over Murray. Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
So both teams making some changes here. .144 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. He nails it, and we're tied up. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Not sure I'd call him a stretch 5 because he can't touch his toes, but Jokic has the capacity and a consistent outside shot.
Now here's Cantor. Anthony kicks to Powell. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Powell against Murray. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Jokic missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Back to Jones. Pass to Lillard. Shoots from 14, tips it, and Cantor able to finish.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Jokic.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers up. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his...
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your pride, your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got JaVale McGee, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the two guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's McCollum. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Like the execution there from Cantor, usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Stolen by Cantor. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 2. Outside Millsap. It's stolen by Anthony. And they're moving it up. Here's McCollum. And it's blocked. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Millsap passes to Najee. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Najee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Here's McCollum. He sinks the 11-footer. McCollum's got his second bucket.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
Nuggets shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
McCollum against Gordon. Passes it to Najee. Good work there as it goes. Najee's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive. Oh! Yikes! Look out below! Wow, that finish. Whew. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Pass to McCollum. It's hauled in by Gordon. For Denver, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. McCollum, no good. Denver in the lead. Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Najee. Here's Dozier. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Gordon. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Anthony. The layup off target. Gordon against McCollum. Gordon kicks to McGee. Back to Gordon. Here's Najee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lillard against Murray. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
The Nuggets shooting for the game at 42%. Now Murray. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. And one of the strengths of this... Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Little in at the 2-guard spot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this. And he knocks down the first one. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now, here's Bull. The putback, Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic getting up there to the rim. Teammates love to see him doing that.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here's Little. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard misses.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Martin surveying the floor. Porter finds Jokic. Now Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. The pass to Bull. And he lays it straight in. Bull's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. And Portland with a change here, too. Simons, he's checked in for Jones. Bull, the pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Pass to Simon. Outside Covington. In the corner, it's Little. And a deep three from Lillard. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Millsap. That one falls. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray, the pass to Barton. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:46 left to play here in the third. Pass to Dozier. Back to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get it back. And the pass to Dozier. They grab their own miss. Now here's Millsap. Here's Najee. Stolen by Cantor. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And now it's only a 5-point Denver lead.
Shooting the ball with incredible confidence. Carmelo Anthony, a scoring machine and an offensive powerhouse.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
McCollum with the ball. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Najee.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum deciding where to go with it. That one goes in.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get in one opportunity.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Denver leading by 6. Here's Gordon. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Jokic. He doesn't hit that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead, up 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Jones. And stolen by Bol. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little. He's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Ball kicks to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Now Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. And then Lillard slams it in.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Murray against Lillard. Nurkic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Nurkic with the block. To the inside. Lillard with no one around. And Portland again with the bucket.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Murray dishes the ball. Outside for Murray. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. Now, here's Lillard.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Pass to Bull. Now, here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. It's Covington on the wing. Jokic defended. Jones kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball away. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Murray outside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Jamal Murray wants it, and he got it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 2. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Murray finds Gordon. Back to Murray. From deep. They get it back. McGee, the pass to Najee. Good!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Lillard. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
Here's Denver now. Murray surveying the D. It's in!
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Lillard against Murray. The three won't fall. And Lillard kicks the foul.
Jokic showing off the defensive work there. Outstanding at staying.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's...
Well, guys, I'm very...
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Jusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Little. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. He's out there with Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the power forward position. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Lillard against Leonard. From the baseline. Yep, that one goes.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Leonard dishes to George. Pass to Oturu. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Outside Leonard. Left side George. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Pass to George. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Leonard finds Jackson. Pass to Oturu. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A 3 from Leonard. And that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jones against Leonard. Zubac, that's good. I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And George kicks to Jackson. Oturu, the pass to Jackson. George. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Rondo with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Rondo with the ball. Cantor with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the dunk by Powell.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Rondo passes to Mann. Kennard on the wing. Powell with the steal. Lillard against Rondo. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
On the wing, Batum. Here's Mann. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Powell. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Batum with the steal. Morris into the lane. Anthony against Batum. For the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. It'll count, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what...
This game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Here's Powell. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kanter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Mann passes to Batum. Here's Mann. Back to Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Powell, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down low. Kennard kicks to Rondo. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Derek Jones. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Clock at 6. And George, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
He hits both from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
McCollum against Jackson. And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Outside, George gets to the corner and buries it.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's McCollum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. McCollum's got the lead back up to 6 now for Portland. It's stolen by Little. McCollum deciding where to go with it. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson finds George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. They get it again. Oturu.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard with it. 10 points for him. And then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's George. And Covington sends it back. And here they come. Nobody near Lillard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And there's the pass to George. Here's Oturu. Defended by Covington. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, George. Nurkic with the block. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. Here's Nurkic over George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points. 35 seconds left in the first half. Right block shot. Little with the rebound.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Count that one. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And George, here we go. Misses from close range.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Lillard. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, and no doubt. And that'll.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Now here's Little. Tight defense on him. Nurkic dishes to Jones. Lillard against Leonard. And the rejection by Zubac.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Lillard against Leonard. Lillard, right side. Pass to Nurkic. Leonard with the steal. Jackson with it. Jones covering. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside, George. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for Little. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. They shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break. Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Outside, Batum. Outside for Rondo. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And Covington sends it back. Powell with it. He's picked up by Rondo. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 4. George looking over the floor. Good D by Covington.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And for Portland, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Morris outside. Outside for Batum. And it's Rondo in the corner. And the wide open shot from Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. Portland leading by 4. Powell, no one around him. And with the rebound. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Batum. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Man passes to Zubac. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Powell, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Passes to Batum. To the left wing. Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. No good from Zubac. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Giles checked in for Portland. Collin comes in for Damian Lillard. Jackson against McCollum. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Powell kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cantor. Back to Powell. McCollum passes to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Chalk up 2 there. Oturu's got 6.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Powell. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Enes Kanter. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Trailblazers leading by 7. It's deflected. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And finished off by Leonard.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach gets to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Leonard, the pass to Oturu.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lillard with it. George picks him up, and it's in there.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Morris, left side. Yes, that goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Lillard dishes to Little. Back to Lillard. Outside, Jones. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 4. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter. And here's George. George double teamed. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Leonard against Lillard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard against Leonard. And that one's good. Lillard.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Lillard against Leonard. Kicks it out to Lillard for the 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Second chance shot. Now the pass to Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
He's the engine for his team right now. They're looking for him to provide offense, and he's doing that and then some.
Morris, left side. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Now Lillard feeds it to Nurkic. And a lot of contact. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Just a little. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Rondo. Pass to Oturu. Out to Morris. In the corner. George with it. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Lillard. On the wing, Jones. Back to Lillard. So the Trailblazers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, is the vision.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll try to make the same impression on the court. Going after this, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Lillard outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. Now here's Little. He's covered closely. Here's Lillard. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
It's stolen by Jones. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Covington. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Yep, it counts.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Doncic against Jones. Nurkic with the block. They retain possession. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Lillard against Doncic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Jones.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Giles comes in for Little. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. McCollum passes to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Redick against Powell. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. To the middle. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Jumps up. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
McCollum against Redick, and the basket by McCollum. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
McCollum against Brunson. Doesn't go for him. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes. Brunson
against McCollum. takes the 13-footer. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's McCollum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And here is Hardaway. Banked in off the glass. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the trail. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Canty, and Jones subbed in for McCollum. The Mavericks leading, and so they choose to intentionally foul. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. McCollum against Doncic. And it's Giles missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Giles has got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Canty. And it's off the back rim. No good. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Little comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Simons, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Lillard. He feeds it to Cantor. Pass to Simons. He dishes it to Lillard. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses. And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Richardson kicks to Finney Smith. Portland grabs the miss. On the wing, Jones. No points in the game yet for him. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Portland.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. There's the pass to Powell. Covington with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Lillard missing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Lillard against Brunson. It's good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Brunson. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Jones. Great D that time from Reddick. Cauley-Stein goes in. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Good if it goes. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Covington dishes to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Five on the clock. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Here's Richardson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Portland leading.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Jones. It's blocked.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Here's Doncic. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
For Portland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Here's Burke. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Nasir Little picks one up. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And the shot goes in. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Brunson, good. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. McCollum right side. The feed now to Kanter. Good on the shot.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Brunson against McCollum. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Doubled by McCollum. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Powell. And he makes that one. And now it's an 8-point Portland lead.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And that one drops.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. This is it to Kanter. McCollum outside. And that one, good.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Giles. Burke covering. And so they foul intentionally. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. It's deflected.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Mavericks trail by 8. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's McCollum. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and they go to the intentional foul. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Anthony. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Richardson, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by Richardson. Tries to keep it alive, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession, and the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic left side. Great D that time from Nurkic. And for Portland, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Back to Cantor. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Porzingis can't hit.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Trailblazers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense, and when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Lillard surveying the D. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic outside. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Inside. Doncic against Lillard. 6 to shoot. Count the basket. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. 1:03 left in the game. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Doncic. Lillard outside. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. To tie it up. They get it back. Porzingis. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. Yes! Somebody really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And the Mavericks with possession. Now, here's Doncic. Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Doncic feeling it out. Outside Hardaway. Can't get the 3 to fall. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game's a reason to get dressed up for these guys. The lights subdue.
Kevin, thanks. Starts.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the guard position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. McCollum passes to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And stolen by Lillard. Deflects the pass. Takes it out to Covington. The pass to Powell. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Murray surveying the D. The 11-footer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Jamal Murray.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Murray, the pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard attacking. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And the dunk by Covington.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Bull. He kicks it to Barton. Bull, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Covington, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Nuggets trail by 3. It's Porter outside. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Nurkic. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Here's Jokic. No good with the layup. It's Powell on the wing. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Here's Simons. Jones in the post. Millsap covering. Offensive rebound. Here's Cantor. Drops in the layup for 2.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go. It's all tied in Portland. Let's take a quick break now, and then we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got JaVale McGee, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in the 2-guard. Out to Anthony. McGee with the block.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Gordon the pass to Najee. Here's Dozier to the paint, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Denver in the lead. Here's Najee. Pass to Millsap. Fires for three. And Cantor pulls it down.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. He clearly has something left to offer.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Gordon, the pass to Najee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Lillard. And they pick up 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Najee. Kicks it to Green. Millsap left side. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Give credit to Millsap. As the game has changed for a power forward, so has he, developing a good jump shot from beyond.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Campazzo covered by Anthony. From the top of the key. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Pass to Green. Outside Porter. Outside for Millsap. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Murray after the Trailblazers pick up 2. 14 feet away. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
The pass to Jones. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Jones. Off target at the rim.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Murray. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Covington. That's a 2 from Powell. And Bull pulls it down.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Here's Murray. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 6 in the quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
McCollum left side. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on left. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Murray against Lillard. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got 8.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
Now Murray. 6 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 10.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-double.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Murray, following the score by Damian Lillard. Back to Murray. Inside. In the corner, Bull with it. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. From 12 feet out. Another miss by Jokic. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Barton. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's McGee, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, Portland the foul. The Nuggets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Rozier's checked in. Pass to Simons, and stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Headshot off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Can't hit from in close. The Nuggets trail by 3. The pass to Jokic. Excellent D there from Anthony.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Portland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Kanter, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Gordon finds Green. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard outside. Down low. Here's Kanter. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
59 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Gordon penetrating. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Jones. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Got a piece of it. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Millsap. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simons. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Gordon. And the shot is good. Gordon's got his second basket.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
It's blocked. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Jermichael Green is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. Then it's Will Barton.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Barton surveying the floor. He dishes it to Murray. Back to Barton to tie it up. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Murray outside. Porter passes to Jokic. That shot, no good. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum dishes to Covington. Back to McCollum. Shoots the 3. But they get it back. A second chance effort. Covington trying to break free. No good at the rim.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And he gets the bucket.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Powell. Covington in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And McCollum launches it from deep. Again, McCollum missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones. And Murray. Here we go. Bull kicks to Jokic. To the middle. Denver passing it around. Back to Porter. And another shot. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Lillard against Porter. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. He gets it in there.
Gotta like how calm McCullough is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Jokic kicks to Porter. Back to Jokic. Stolen by Kansas. Following passes to Lillard. And that one, good. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays, but he knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for Denver. Murray against Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. Porter dishes to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Lillard against Murray. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Coming.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Murray. Gordon trying to break loose. Money!
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lillard outside.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now. But if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Bull. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Murray outside. In the corner, it's Gordon. Bull with it. It falls!
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Nuggets win the tip, and away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Milton. Then there's Murray, and it's Green.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
They throw good, Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
It's Covington on the wing. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic finds Lillard. Misses the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Gordon. Feeds to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
And a deep three from Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 23 points.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish. You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Now the pass to Jokic. Takes a three. To the wing on the left. Porter passes to Jokic. From the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Lillard, right side. Back to Anthony. This is it to Lillard. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing. Denver leading by 4. Murray outside. Lillard against Gordon. Now here's Porter. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. He feeds it to Lillard. The three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he has been a mad bomber from three-point range here in OT. Nothing, though, falling. Not the time to go cold from downtown.
And it's Gordon missing.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Murray outside. The dish to Gordon from past the arc. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the and the Clippers starting five. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Little in at the shooting guard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Nobody near Lillard. Sinks the triple. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Outside, Covington. Baseline J on the way. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Covington.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Jackson drives in. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubats. And the rebound by Nurkic. It's been a quick start for Portland. Lillard outside. Stolen by Jackson. Zubats with it. He's picked up by Little. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubats. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from Zubats.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Covington. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Covington. He kicks to Little. And the rejection by Zubats. And finished off by Nurkic.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Clippers trail by 7. Zubats with it. Lillard picks him up. Up top, Zubats. The shot comes out. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard for the Trailblazers. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Little. The Clippers also changing it up. Morris is checked in for Zubats. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. For the Trailblazers, Harry Giles comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Giles in the corner. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. And stolen by Patterson.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Anthony. And the basket by McCollum.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Man passes to Rondo. Patterson with it. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
To the middle. Here's Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Back to Rondo. Makes it off the glass.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Now here's McCollum. Inside. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Patterson. Kicks to Rondo. Yep, that one goes in there. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. McCollum with the ball. Giles. And he gets the whip. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Anthony. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kennard against Powell. Fires it up. Outside for Rondo. Clock at 6. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony finds Powell. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Morris. Buries it down low.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the dunk by Powell.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Rondo. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. 13 feet away. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Powell, that's good.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expands his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And the Clippers call time here. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. A different look now for Portland. Giles checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Powell against George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
Powell dishes to Kanter. It's blocked. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's George. Zubac finds Batum. Zubac in the post. Defended by Covington. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Zubac. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Nurkic can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
George with the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, Paul George smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
And George drops them both. Portland leading by 7. Here's Lillard. He's got 7. Down low, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
It's stolen by Jones. To the paint, here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that one is good. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Cantor. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And the layup is good. Nurkic has got 8 points.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
The offensive rebound passes to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George with the ball. He's picked up by Little. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from George.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the inside, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer showing how easy it can be, and is Cantor aggressive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Jackson. Outside Batum. Zubac kicks to Batum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Lillard scanning the floor. Here's Mann. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jump. Portland came out ready to play. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush going on. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Portland leading by 9. In the corner, it's Little. Back to Lillard. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Cantor, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's the pass to Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 5.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Lillard against Jackson, and then Lillard slams it in.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
To the left wing, stolen by Cantor. Fast break, here we go. Jones finds Lillard. Now here's Cantor, and stolen by Patterson. Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up. Jackson passes to George. Over Jones. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Paul George. Here's Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and Nurkic gets it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Clippers trail by 7. Jackson kicks to Patterson. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. It's stolen by Little. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Nurkic dishes to Cantor. The feed to Nurkic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Nurkic has got 14 points. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Ouch. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Little. Here's Lillard. Reverses. Nurkic up top. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And finished off by Nurkic.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard from outside. Poked away, but he gets it back. To the wing right side. Tries again. He lays it in. 13 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Powell for 3. Leonard with the steal. Here's Mann, guarded by Powell.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The 11-footer. Rondo with the steal. Oh, Leonard in position. Taken away by Anthony. Powell against Rondo. Here's Anthony, and he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Morris. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Portland out in front, up by 15. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The drive by Rondo. Feeds it to Batum. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Now Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Clippers trail by 15. Here's man. Pass to Rondo. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris into the lane. That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Powell down low. Out of hand on it. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's George. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Here's Lillard. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the shot goes in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from George.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
John Patterson kicks to Leonard. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 11. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Here's the teardrop. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
Leonard on the wing. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Here's Lillard. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Lillard against Rondo. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:19 left in the fourth. Clippers trail by 11. Outside Jackson. Batum dishes to Rondo. Pass to O'Toole. 11 feet away. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jusuf Nurkic.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Lillard from outside sinks the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.